Hey, you guys have won 3 out of your last 4 games. Gardner Nationals, that's a tough game. That's a tough program. But how do you feel about, just kind of, I wouldn't say pulling out of a slump, but definitely building some momentum, especially heading into this not quite final stretch, but getting there the season. But how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I feel good. Gardner's a good team, and we played them well. We didn't make a lot of plays that game, and that's what put us behind the 8 ball there. But we've come out and we've responded, and as long as we keep on doing what we're supposed to be doing, we'll be fine going through our conference stretch and heading into the playoffs.
And Mr. Ritter, what happened tonight? Allows 1 run, 7 strikeouts, solid performance. Were you just in a rhythm? What was happening there tonight?
Yeah, it started off a little shaky, not as good as I wanted it to, but I kind of found the zone. Jacob was back there to help me. It was a good night.
And when you see your hitters, your pitchers, of course, working behind a pretty good defense there, not a lot of flops there, but how do you feel about your hitters tonight? Of course, when you're getting 2 RBIs out of this guy right here, it's not a bad night too.
Yeah, Riley's hot right now. Riley's swinging a really good bat for us. We got a lot of guys that are starting to get hot. I don't think our bats are where they should be at this point, but they're getting there. It's like I just told him. I said, I don't have any doubt in our pitching staff. I feel like I can put anybody on the mound and we can get outs. And our defense is going to keep us in a ball game. We just got to get our bats going, and once we do that, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And getting the rhythm in the batter's box. What's going on here lately?
Just seeing the ball well. Hot first pitch heater, like he's told us.
And, as far as comfort in the box, it just seems like when you got a good defense, it allows you to build off of something. Is that a factor too, or is it just one of those things where you're not even thinking about comfort?
Nah, it is. Momentum. Momentum's a big thing. When you make a good play in the infield or something happens good in the defense, it just helps.
And you guys, you're going to see these guys again. They're a team that can frustrate you real good, Of course, it's going to be a different setting when you guys host them. But how'd you feel about tonight's game and facing, especially that pitcher who, I don't know what he was throwing.
This team can frustrate you. If you don't come out and you don't do what you're supposed to do and you play, and we don't play our style of baseball and stay within ourselves and do what we're supposed to do, it can make for a long night, a long frustrating night, and you just got to battle, and that's what our guys did. I thought we started out a little flat, but they came back and answered when we needed some answers.
All right, well, I won't hold you any longer. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And well, first of all, you take a 9-1 loss. I've seen these guys put up 17 runs on really good teams. You were frustrating them early. You were getting what's up, buddy? You were frustrating them early. You were really, putting some runs on the board against a solid team. How do you feel about tonight?
We had a good first few innings. We had some mental mistakes late in the game that, cost us several runs there down the stretch. But like I said, we're a young team. We're learning our first season, just learning to play together, but also learning how to make the outs when they count. Like I said, Hamlet's a great team. Probably one of the best in our area that we'll see. And they do put up a lot of good runs. They're a solid defensive team. They hold teams to a lot fewer runs than most. Overall, I feel pretty good, but there's still room to grow.
And what happened there in that first inning? On your RBI.
On the RBI? Well, I called time. Kind of glad he didn't give it to me because I just kind of just poked at it, Good base hit. Zay. Got to thank Zay. Fast. Scored from second. Had a good jump. That's about it.
Hey, and you can't ask for more than that. As far as the team goes, how do you feel about getting more comfortable? I mean, this is it's almost an expansion team as far as American Legion goes. What's it like just kind of building this rapport with your teammates?
Oh, wow. We're real good. We got a lot of young players on the team. So I feel like in the next few years, we're going to grow and we're going to be really good.
And how do you feel about the development overall, just from this day to practice to competing with a pretty good Hamlet team? That's a turnaround, that's for sure.
I remember we gotten a lot better hitting. We now put the ball in play. My first 16 bats, I went 0 for 16, and now I'm going 2 games straight with 3 hits and 5 at-bats.
And final question goes to you. Last time we talked, it was about building that momentum a little bit. I know it's a loss, but there's a lot of things you can look at this game and say, hey, you did X, Y, and Z. Well, how do you feel about just moving on from here?
Yeah, so last time we talked, building momentum, headed into league play. Hamlet is one of the better teams in our league, so having them out the gate it's a great measuring stick. But you know, we go out tomorrow, we play Rowan, then we come back here Wednesday against another conference opponent. Be a great just a measuring stick to see where we're at. The goal is to finish in the top 4 of the East. The top 4 of the West. So you know, Hamlet, you know, we're down with them one game, but we'll see them again next Monday. A chance for revenge. But yeah, I mean, this is a great game to measure yourself by. A great program. Hamlet 49ers has a historic program and history. Several state and regional titles. Been around many years. I know Coach Gordon brought the team back 4 years ago, so they're kind of rebuilding as well. You know, and he was talking to me earlier this week. He remembers 4 years ago what it was like trying to get that first program win under their belt to where they are today. So again, this is a great measuring stick, a great chance to kind of bounce back and move forward. But we'll get a chance tomorrow to put it all together again and try to go out and compete against Rowan.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got.